Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm getting back on track, at least I'm trying to, but today I'm having kind of like a chill little video planned for you guys because I asked you on my Instagram to ask me questions for like a get ready with me / Q&A. So I think this will be fun because I got some pretty great questions. I have them written on on these sticky notes because I am filming on my phone. So yeah, this is really low budget. I think I have this the wrong way around. By the way, I just did my skincare like right now. So I will go ahead with my primer and we can start with the first question. I'm using this primer from DM Cosmetics that's in Eastern Europe, or just I guess in Europe, and it's the Clean Philosophy Matcha Awake Primer Gel from Trended Up DM. And which question should I ask first? I think I will ask the question I got the most, and that's, when did you start working out? A lot of these questions are, by the way, like fitness related, so I'm sorry if you're not into that, but I tried to pick some of the personal ones as well, so I hope that's okay. But when did I start working out? I don't have a simple answer for this because it's kind of complicated. I started working out, like the first time I was in the gym lifting weights was when I was 11 or 12 because my best friend's dad owned a gym and was a personal trainer, and I mean he is till this day. Every day before school, elementary school, at like 5 a.m. we would go to the gym and we would work out, but it was basically me and my best friend just fucking around and basically annoying everyone else who was there to work out. But yeah, I was introduced to the gym at like 11 or 12 years old. But yeah, this lasted for like 1 year. And yeah, I guess I kind of got into it a little bit because I really enjoyed it back then. It's mostly because I was a chubby kid and I kind of lost weight around that time. At this time, I basically developed an eating disorder, but it wasn't because of my friend's dad, absolutely not. I just kind of started going on Tumblr a lot, and there was this whole like, I'm sorry if you're triggered by this, but this is just my story. But there was this whole like anorexia kind of trend going around, like for eating disorders. There was basically like a promotion for that. If you had a Tumblr page in like 2013-14, I'm so sorry, because I had one too. And yeah, so I developed an eating disorder basically when I was a kid. Yeah, but I know I'm not the only one. I talk about this a lot with my like close friends, I guess, and a lot of girls did experience this as well. So yeah, that's basically when I started going like on runs every morning. Like I would be running for like 2 hours because I wanted to lose weight. I ate literally nothing, and this has lasted for a long time basically. But then I kind of stopped working out and I started working out again when I was like 15, 16, when I was in high school. And I worked out for like 2 years, but I didn't know what protein intake was. I didn't know what was basically progressive overload. TikTok wasn't a thing back there, and I'm 22 right now. You know, now you have so many people acknowledging these things to you, but it wasn't that, there wasn't such thing back then. So I worked out for 2 years, ate nothing, ate like shit, had still like an eating disorder going on in my head. I was too scared to eat. So yeah, I don't count my progress until like 2 years ago. So for me personally, I started working out 2 years ago because that's when I started taking progress really seriously. I started like eating more. I had like an eating disorder problem until late 2021, so like 2 years ago. I still was kind of, you know, up here, not really alright, but yeah, I think my boyfriend really helped me with this, because I was really scared of, you know, gaining weight. But I started taking like lifting more seriously like 2 years ago. But I kind of back and forth. I worked out for like a whole freaking decade, you know? So yeah. Okay, next question is just going right in, is when did you lose your Wii card? It was 1 month after turning 16. Yeah, so it was 16. I was 16. I have like a pretty funny story about that, but I think that's like for another video, but because it would be just like too long of me talking. But yeah, I have kind of like a funny story about that. Next question is, how do you stay motivated all the time? And this, I'm not motivated like at all, to be quite honest with you. I think it's mostly the discipline, you know, to like work out and go on with my journey. But honestly, like ever since I started doing powerlifting or power building, I don't know how to call it, but that really like helped me push myself. Like when I was working out for just the sake of having a bigger butt, a better physique, it wasn't really doing it for me. But now, since kind of like my main goal is to be stronger and stronger every day, every workout, that's kind of really pushing me to be the best version of myself, you know, to eat not to eat healthy, oh my god, I don't eat healthy at all, guys. Just to kind of eat more, eat enough, because back then, as I said, I was really struggling with eating. So this for me, like, I don't know, I feel like you just have to find your own thing. You know, if it's not weightlifting for you, you should do, I don't know, maybe Pilates, maybe, I don't know, you know, there are a lot of CrossFit, I guess. There are just like a lot of things you can do with your body. It doesn't have to be the same thing like everyone does, because one size does not fit all. Honestly, like I work 12 hours a day, sometimes 5 times a week, and like the 2 free days I have, I go to the gym and I work out, you know. I'm not motivated. I don't want to do it. I just want to lay by the couch and watch Netflix the whole day. But it doesn't really work like that. Like I have to, you know, get my workout in, and I have to just like feel better about myself. I feel like it has become such like a mental thing more than the physical thing, you know? Like it's just kind of therapy for me. Yeah, again, I'm sorry. I don't really have like a quick answer for this, but yeah. Okay, my eyebrows are definitely not the same. Oh my god, okay, I think this one is even darker. I have to fix that real quick. Another question is really cute, because someone is asking about my bunnies. So how do you keep your bunnies busy? Some tips on activities to do with them. If you didn't know, I have 2 bunnies. They are literally my kids. I have them tattooed on my body and I love them. I wish they were completely free-roamed, to be honest, because they have their own room in this apartment. But it's not my apartment. Me and my boyfriend basically are renting it. So like we are not the owners of this apartment, and I don't know, all the furniture you see here, all the stuff is not ours. So I'm so scared of them like chewing something up, you know, like the couch, the furniture, basically anything. But yeah, so we have like a own room for them which they basically like free roam around. It's the biggest room in the house or in the apartment, I guess. It's the best thing I could do for them. They have a lot of freaking toys. They have so many toys, and they have a lot of like, I don't want to say furniture, but basically just like stuff to climb around, to jump around, you know, to hide in, to sleep in. So I think that keeps them busy. But yeah, I would say, like, you know, spend a lot of time with your rabbit if you can. Give them toys, give them chew toys, you know, let them free roam as much as you can, because rabbits are animals that need a lot of freaking room to jump around. Someone asked, is part of your success your boyfriend? This is kind of a weird question, because I feel like, first of all, I'm not successful at all. Like, I literally work a job for like almost the minimum fucking wage, you know, 12 hours a day. Like, I'm trying to make this my job, you know, but at the same time, I'm always so fucking busy. So yeah, I would say that I'm not successful. Like, my boyfriend is, I'm not yet. But at the same time, I would answer this with like a yes and no, because when I first started TikTok, I was actually the first one to start it from like both of us, and I had more followers for like such a long time. Then like my boyfriend started doing like a series. I'm not sure how it was called, but that basically blew up. So that's how he kind of became successful. But I would say that whenever we post like an Instagram picture together, or we make a TikTok together, like, it gets more views because of him, or it gets more likes, it gets more shares, it gets me more followers because of him. But yeah, this is kind of like a yes and no question, because I don't see myself as successful at all. Like, I'm not trying to be humble. I just don't see myself as successful, but I definitely am going to be, okay? I'm putting this out there that I will be successful, because I'm just sick of my life right now. Yeah, life has been kind of rough for like the past few months, but yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. So yeah, but thank you for the question. I feel like this really kind of made me think. So thank you for that. I don't think too often. Okay, I will curl my eyelashes really quickly. I can actually like combine these two questions because they're very similar. So how to start taking lifting seriously when I know I have bad technique / curved back? And the other one is, do you have fitness tips for beginners? So basically I would answer both of these questions in one answer. Fitness tips for beginners would be just basically to do it, you know, just to find your thing, what makes you happy, what you like the most. Because I don't know, I feel like when I started going to the gym, I stopped so many times because I ran into like a few people in my life who would make fun of me for it. And that really made me feel like unmotivated, almost like giving it up completely. But I'm really glad I got back to it, because I don't know where I would be if I hadn't found, you know, the gym, I guess. I don't want to sound like too cheesy. It's kind of annoying for people who don't work out, so I'm sorry for that. One tip for my past self, it would be just like eat more, eat enough for your body to actually heal from the training section you just did, you know? Like, eat more protein, eat more carbs, eat more sweets, whatever the fuck you like, just like eat fucking more, because your body needs to heal from all the training it did like before, you know, like from all the workout you did, all the heavy lifting and stuff. And at the same time, like, how are you going to see progress if like you're not eating, you know? I wish I could tell myself that. I think I would be like so much beyond far where I am now. And the other thing about like the bad technique / curved back would be, I don't know, like, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I think a lot of people are stressing about their form like way too much, in my honest like opinion. I mean, obviously, don't do stuff where you are going to hurt yourself, okay? Like, that's one way to put it, but the other thing is, like, some techniques are going to look different on how you're built and like how other people are built. For example, I am very tall. I'm like 5'9" or 10. It's basically like 175 centimeters, and I have like a very long firmus. Okay, I have like very long legs. It's very hard for me to build muscle on my legs or just basically store fat on my legs since I'm so fucking tall. Okay, so for example, my squat or my deadlift form will look so much different on someone like me and someone who is like 5'1" or 5'4", who is like much more compressed. They typically have much more muscle on their thighs and their lower kind of portion of their body. I don't know, like one thing is this and the other thing is deadlifting like that, you know, like this is very dangerous. Like if your lower back is curved, that can be pretty dangerous. But for example, if you have like some like curving on this part of your body, like where the shoulders are and when your legs are, I think like that's kind of normal. Like if you're going for a PR, if you saw my form on my PRs, I think you would go into like, don't hurt yourself, don't do stuff you feel like it's very uncomfortable. Drop the weights, work on the technique, but at the same time, don't overthink it too much. Honestly, I feel like these are all the questions I'm going to answer for today because this video is going to be very long. I mean, not very long, but longer than usual. And I don't really want to bore you guys to death. So I think I will just finish my makeup. I'm just setting everything with powder like this. And then I will use my favorite highlighter of all time. It's the Kylie by Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Ice Me Out. And I will just take like a little bit on my finger and put it on my nose, over here as well. And just, I will like tap it very lightly over here. So I don't look like I came from the year 2016, you know? Just like a very subtle highlight. I'm very sorry if I haven't answered your question, but if you are really curious about something, please just ask away in the comments. I will most definitely comment you back on that and I will answer your question. Also, if you're not following me on my Instagram and TikTok, what are you doing? Because I am posting there almost daily, okay? Like, I work a job 12 hours a day, but I make time to post for you and to answer your questions. I answer my DMs almost every day. I answer my comments almost every day, okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, okay? And if you have any questions about the products I use, please ask that away because I probably didn't talk about any products I used, so I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's little video and I hope I'm going to see you ASAP because I'm just really trying to get back at this, okay? Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?